Welcome. I came here today to warn you about the dangers of ice cream. You may not be aware of this, but these innocent-looking cones are one of the major causes of drownings. If you plot a graph of the number of ice creams that are sold, and you compare it with the number of drownings, you can see there is clearly an upward trend. And I think it's very safe to conclude from this that we should ban ice cream, because it's very dangerous. What's really happening here is, of course, that there is an underlying factor, which is nice weather. And if the weather is nice, more people will go out swimming and unfortunately drown. And at the same time, more people will buy ice cream. And it's not the ice cream that's causing the drownings. Jumping to an incorrect conclusion about causality when you see a correlation is the most often made logical mistake. And today my goal is to make sure that in the future you can recognize this mistake. The fact is that married men live longer than single men. If you look at the statistics, you see that this is really happening. And women's magazines, they like to conclude from this that marriage is very healthy for men because it makes them live longer. Well, a friend of mine, he likes to joke that marriage mainly makes life seem longer, but there is a causal relation, but it's the other way around. The fact is that men who are healthy and rich and well educated and have a much higher life expectancy, these are the men that are much more likely to find a wife. And the guys who have a very low life expectancy, so they're unhealthy and poor, they are not as likely to get married. So it's the high life expectancy that is causing the marriage, not the other way around. Let's move on to a more serious example. There was a study in 1999 that showed that young kids who sleep with the lights on, that they have a much higher probability of becoming short-sighted later in life. And in the popular media, this became that bed lamps were night abuse, children's abuse, and that it was very bad if parents used lamps in the bedroom. And many parents were worried. But luckily, the article had to be corrected the next week. Short-sightedness is genetic. And so it's parents who are short-sighted, and those are the parents who like to leave the light on in the bedroom. And they also are the parents who have short-sighted kids. So the next time someone wants to prove that there is a causal relation between something and something else, and if they point out to you that there is a very strong relation, remember that it's not enough to have a correlation. You need to know why it does and how it does. So when in doubt, just remember the ice cream. Thank you very much.